All right, all right, all right. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. This is your boy Natarian, looking from afar, and I'm coming to you guys with some political real life stuff. If you're not from Louisiana, you're probably not gonna understand what I'm talking about. But y'all sit back, get your glass of wine, get your cup of coffee, take a shot of tequila, do whatever you want to do. But I'm about to rip into Senator John Kennedy real quick. Hey, Tenari, baby. But, John Kennedy, how dare you, with your Colonel Sanders sounding chew? How dare you sit up there and say, hey, Castro, how dare you sit up there on your chew and say there was no quid pro quo when it came down to the Trump investigation. Now, I understand the state of Louisiana has always ranked last since I was born, March 15th, 1989. But since I've made 30 and I graduated, you know, we've actually came from last to, a place I call somewhat sort of decent, but we still the laughing stock of the United States. But let's get into it, Mr. Kennedy. Let's get into it. Hello, everybody that's here. Hello, everybody that's here. But let's get into this real quick, Mr. Kennedy, since you want to go on CNN and embarrass the whole entire state of Louisiana. Like we country bumpkins, like some of us from Louisiana aren't educated. So let me educate you, my kind sir. Now, sir, I just told you I was born March 15th, 1989. I remember when the state of Louisiana was the place you wanted to be when I was a kid, like the 90s. Well, from 1976, let's keep it a buck here, Mr. Kennedy. From 1976 to 2002, this is the state you wanted to be in because the taxes were cheap, the cost of living was cheap, food was cheap, and you can come down here and get anything you wanted. But the educational system was jacked. Like, if your parents were smart like mine, you knew, you knew your kid would succeed. So allow me to actually succeed on that ass real quick, Mr. Kennedy. Now, the state of Louisiana has always been a Republican state. Before I was born, before my mother was born, before my father was born, before my father's mother came to the state of Louisiana, this state has always been a Republican state. But somehow, some way, some, excuse my French, some piss poor form, shape, fashion, you Republicans think that, we supposed to, just take this and be happy with it, then 10 more years take this and be happy with it, then 10 more years take that and be happy with it. No, 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 no. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. See, you Republicans who run the state of Louisiana, but thank God for John Bell Edwards, who's a Democrat. You Republicans, yeah, I give y'all, we was the cheapest state, this, that, and the third, the umpteenth thousand. I give y'all that. But y'all actually think the policies and everything y'all implement, it help us. No, it don't. It don't. And I'm trying not to curse, but let me tap that ass real quick. Let me tap that ass real quick. Now, Mr. John Kennedy, do you know that the state of Louisiana has the highest incarceration rate in all of the 50 states? Do you know that the state of Louisiana, just the state, if you do the statistics, when it comes down to the continental map, do you know the state of Louisiana ranks number 12 for Providence for the highest incarceration rate? I'm sorry, you didn't know that, huh? You are Colonel Sanders. Oh, I'm sorry. Elizabeth Warren don't know what she talking about. Talking, motherfucker. Now, sir, do you know that Bobby Jindal, Bobby Jindal, Senator Kennedy, did you know that Bobby Jindal almost took the state of Louisiana to bankruptcy? And your Colonel Sanders talking ass, the way you disrespecting certain people on Congress floor, their doorstep, your dumb ass about to take us back to that point. But John Bell Edwards had to fight tooth and nail to get TOPS, food stamps, Medicaid, Medicare, all these programs back to where they need to be to take care of people. Case in point, did you know Senator Kennedy, that there's a drug that's out now for the whole entire state of Louisiana that, if you don't have insurance, even if you have Medicaid, Medicare, you get that shot, and it's a shot just for HIV/AIDS. It curbs the disease, but you voted against it. Did you know you also voted against helping the homeless veterans that was out here? But you have the nerve, the unmitigated gall to have your wooden teeth ass on CNN, Fox News, and MSNBC talking like this. Excuse me, I'm from Louisiana, and we don't do this out here in Louisiana. We do this here. No, that's you pretentious motherfuckers. You motherfuckers who got that fucking money. You motherfuckers who got Republicans with the greenbacks sponsoring y'all. But you're not thinking about people who actually got a brain that look like this, that actually gonna talk the way I'm gonna talk. I don't want a future in politics, but I'm thinking about everybody who look like this here. Anybody who's disenfranchised. You not thinking about people like that. You thinking about people who look like this. And you think about people who look like this with this. Mr. Kennedy, it's time for you to stop playing in the state of Louisiana face. It's time for you to actually back away. As a matter of fact, for those of you that's watching, that's from Louisiana, when the next election come up, she gotta go. And I say she for these reasons. Miss Kennedy gotta go for these reasons. She has nobody's interest at heart. She doesn't believe in hard-working people who work not one but two and three jobs, working 12-hour shifts and 10-hour shifts on top of it. Then, on top of that, she is a Trump supporter and want to cut food stamps for hardworking people who are disenfranchised, who can't feed their kids because they only have to work one job. It got people out here that got 6 kids, can only work one job in this state. Only get what? I talked to somebody in my hometown. They only get $60 worth of food stamps, but you got 6 kids. Y'all hold up, wait. I don't know who this person is, but I'm about to show y'all something. There you go. Y'all, whenever y'all see something like that, don't don't time them out. You hide them. To my moderators, when you see something like that, you don't time them out, you hide them. Because they throwing off the conversation. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. Man, it got people out here. They got 6 kids. Now, if y'all from Louisiana, let's go from parish to parish. From parish to parish. Louisiana is its own little country. From the top of the state line, to the bottom of the state line where I'm from. It goes by how many kids you can push out that cuckoo. But anywho, it got people who got 6 kids and only get $60 worth of food stamps. But all these Republicans in office in Louisiana, oh, state of Louisiana don't need people on food stamps, this, that, and the third. Nah, I'ma keep it a buck real quick. And I'm gonna go off of statistics because I study these things. The state of Louisiana, hey kitty baby, the state of Louisiana, parish for parish, Caucasians are on welfare. 85% of Caucasians are on food stamps, parish for parish. So if you do the math, when it comes down to the food stamp aspect, African Americans not the biggest hoarders of food stamps, even though certain African Americans give African Americans on food stamps a bad name, but no, no, no. And on top of that, let's talk about Medicaid and Medicare real quick, Mr. Kennedy. Let's talk about that, Mr. Kennedy. Because of one of your policies, a kid is about to die. I just watched this on the news just now, Mr. Kennedy. A kid is about to die who didn't even see his second birthday yet because a policy you implemented stopped him from getting a life-saving drug that could save his life. I understand we our own little country, but Mr. Kennedy, it's time for you to get voted out of office, sir. But you got the nerve to have your George Washington wooden cheap ass on CNN, MSNBC, and Fox News talking shit about Elizabeth Warren and the impeachment inquiry. Before you can get on national television and talk about Elizabeth Warren and the impeachment inquiry, make sure you're not making the state of Louisiana look like a fool first, my kind ma'am. And I call you a ma'am for several reasons. Because you don't act like a man. Yeah, you may take care of your family, but you don't take care of the state what actually elected you as a senator. That's why I call you ma'am. I'm over you, sis. I'm over you, John Kennedy. Well, Mrs. Johnisha Kennedy. And yes, I gave you a woman's name, John Kennedy. So your name from here on out from me is Johnisha. Johnisha Kennedy. You don't mean this state no good. You only did what you did to get that posh office for a couple years. That way you and your family can secure a bag. But you got the best health insurance. Your family got the best health insurance and everything possible from the state of Louisiana that the state of Louisiana can offer. While us, the constituents, we have to sit up there and work not one, but two, three, sometimes four jobs just to make ends meet, to pay bills, insurance, pay medical, All that. No, I'm talking about my home state, Lady P. I'm talking about the senator. This is an old man that talk like Colonel Sanders. Keep up with me, darling. Keep up with me, darling. I'm tired of the state of Louisiana always ranking last in everything. I'm tired of the state of Louisiana having the cheapest tuition when you come from out of state. Case in point, my next door neighbor is from New York, and she has not a piece of tax to pay when it come down to her being down here. She don't even need a little tag that we get on our car out here that you put in the window, well, your windshield. She don't need none of it. She live tax free out here. But let one of us who's a Louisiana native leave for 2 years, go to, let's just say, Washington, Seattle, Washington, stay out there for 2 years, come back. After those 2 years, we come back, we gotta pay state taxes from the state we was in, then pay for everything on our vehicle. No, I'm not snitching. I'm not snitching. The state of Louisiana is effed up like that. Is effed up like that. I'm just telling you how it go. This cause this is a Republican state. Louisiana is a Republican state. Mr. Kennedy, you really need to get out of office. For years and years and years and years and years and years and years on end, Republicans have did the state of Louisiana dirty. Let's get into Bobby Jindal real quick. Let's get into Bobby Jindal real quick. Hey Bobby sus. Hey Bobby Jindal sus. Yes, Kitty. Yes, John Bell Edwards. We finally have a two-term Democratic governor. We finally have a two-term Democratic governor who actually doing right by the state. But let's get into Miss Jindal. Bobby Jindal. And I got a name for Bobby as well. Bobby's name is Babisha. Babisha Jindal. You literally drained tops, which a lot of kids in the state of Louisiana need to go to a college. If they not playing in the band, if they not playing sports, these kids need tops. And you drain tops. You try to get rid of tops, Babisha. Babisha Jindal. How dare you? You know how many families you put in jeopardy? You know how many families had to actually sit up there that had good jobs, working at hospitals and plants, working offshore, that was lawyers, that had to get a side job just to send their kids to school, aka college. Oh, babisha sus. Oh, babisha sus. And then you had the nerve to say the state of Louisiana lost a good thing. The good thing we lost is when we voted you. The good thing we lost when we voted you out of office. That was the good thing. That was the good thing. Now, since John Bell Edwards been back in office, tops, anything educated related, Kitty, he thought he did. He thought he was Caucasian. But since John Bell Edwards been in office, anything educational wise, TOPS and a few other programs have been reinstated, like kids actually flourishing educational wise. That common core BS, that's gone. Slowly but surely, the gerrymandered states are getting cleaned out by its people demanding change. I have a good feeling about Louisiana. It will get there. Queen Senefrabi, but okay, I got it, Queen Senefra. Before Louisiana can actually flourish, certain parishes are bigger than the others. Like you got a parish that look this small but is actually big. So like the whole entire state would have to turn blue. Now, if you want a good upbringing, you would have to actually look for a Democratic parish or a liberal parish, keeping it a buck, keeping it honest. But y'all, if y'all liking this conversation, I'm I'm being greedy. Hit the cash out. But Queen Sinefra, but the fact that a Democratic governor is now in is showing some change. It may be slow, but it will happen. Okay, for everybody that's in here, that's just coming in here, excuse me, y'all. For everybody that's just coming in here, I'm talking about Senator John Kennedy. The way he embarrassed the state talking about Elizabeth Warren and how his Colonel Sanders sounding think he the ish. Think he the ish when he not. Don't know anything about politics. See, my state so smart it's stupid. We got a Kentucky Fried Chicken talking on here on CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, embarrassing the whole state. without knowing that he's part of the problem why we rank last in everything. But back to what I was saying, Queen Sinefra, it's a start. It's a start. But who's to say that, like, when John Bell Edwards get out of office, we not gonna get a Republican back in office who gonna take the state and put it back to number 50 again. All I'm saying, B, all I'm saying, I'm gonna tell you how good it was, and I'm gonna tell you how bad it was. I remember when I made four in the state of Louisiana, and this is when I would go back and forth to Haiti with my daddy. I made four in the state of Louisiana. In my brain, I was able to comprehend numbers. And my father would say, one plus one is this, such and such is this, such and such is this. So I was able to do bills. Like, I can see them and I add them up. I know how to do that. Now, the cost of living was cheap, but them bills, an electric bill in the state of Louisiana when I was 4 years old was $515. Your water bill was $100. If you had cable, added that on, depending on the cable company you had. Like, this is just me remembering this stuff. Man, I wish my mama was at my house just five. She'll tell you. She'll tell y'all. And my mama always asks me how I remember all this here. Now, since John Bell Edwards been in office, state of Louisiana bills have been rolling back. Now, the only thing on the bills that makes sense, and for those of you that don't live in a hurricane area, is the hurricane tax. The hurricane tax in the state of Louisiana is, parish for parish, top to bottom, you paying $75. Depending on your parish, you might be paying $15 just for money to be put to the side in case the levees break. That way, you got construction companies, you got all the cable companies, you got the electric companies, you got the water companies coming out here and hooking your services back up. And John Bell Edwards, even though this get on my nerves, but I'm kind of glad he kept this tax. But the Republicans, when they were in office, Katrina, I don't relive the worst year of my life. I don't live the worst year of my life, which was Katrina. But when Katrina happened, it took weeks for water, electric cable to come from the top of the Louisiana, like the tip top, where Arkansas and Texas meet at, Mississippi, to get down to where I was living at when I was a teenager. It took weeks. I'm not talking about 2 weeks. I'm not talking about 4 weeks. I'm talking about 8 weeks. Republicans don't mean the state of Louisiana no good. And Senator Kennedy up here playing on these people's cameras, sis, don't have me snatch your dentures out your mouth. Don't do that. Don't do that, sis. Don't do that. Don't do that. This is what I learned in my 30 years of life living in Louisiana when it come down to Republicans. Yes, just my five. Only rich people benefit from Republicans. And in the state of Louisiana, there's plenty of rich people. You may walk past them and don't even know it. But I don't want to sound like a chew because I'm trying not to curse. I don't want to sound like a chew, but Republicans made sure certain areas in the state of Louisiana were well taken care of, and other areas just went to ish. Then they gentrified it. Now I'm trying to think of who that was. Was it Tanari? Oh, yeah, it was Tanari. Tanari, you from Louisiana, New Orleans. You got family there. Look at how they upgraded Canal Street. Canal Street wasn't really all that. Like, it was the spot, but like if you go back and look at it now, it never looked like that. Canal Street looked like a small version of Las Vegas now. Mine, well, added the Louisiana accents and the Louisiana people who work there and the culture. And the only thing that changed since Senator Kennedy been there is the fact that, the taxes have skyrocketed. Case in point, when diving was here, when diving, aka diving for death, was here, when I took her to New Orleans, I paid $9 for a pack of cigarettes. Now, case in point, my hometown and where I live now, a pack of Cool's Shorts Green Box is $6.85. But I paid $9 no matter where I went in New Orleans. Make it make sense. On top of that, look how deplorable and dilapidated the streets are in New Orleans and certain parishes. I'm going to take it a step further. Look at the schools out here. Look at the schools out here. You want these people to pay these high prices for private and charter schools, but the schools out here not accommodating these kids who have these big brains. You teaching them 3 grades below what they need to know. No wonder people from out of state, such as California, Washington, Nevada, Minnesota, Oklahoma, New York, New Jersey, Canada, Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Arkansas, and anything in between come to Louisiana and get an education. They get that tax-free credit. But let somebody who's originally from Louisiana go to school. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I need my coins and I need them now. Call JG Wentworth, 877 Sally Mae. Wants her coins right now. Miss Kennedy, you gotta go. Just my 5. Do you see my face? Do you see my face? Tanari, thank you. Tanari, I'm glad you brought that up. Classes, okay. Tanari from Louisiana. So for those of you who watch it and don't know, we talking about classes with kids 10 or less. Y'all just follow me in Tanari real quick. Not Tanari. Um, the school I went to in New Orleans was Eleanor McMahon. I went to Eleanor McMahon, and I was in a class with 10 people. And it used to drive me. It used to drive me. I'm like, y'all say this is an honors class, but this is like the retarded people class. But yet again, when I went to that school, a Republican was in the office. That's when they was cutting from tops. And like at this time, I forgot who it was, but like this person was cutting deeply into tops. And nobody knew until they got out of office. And that's when certain budgets and things was like, look for me. I'm like, so I can't get into this school I won't go to out here in New Orleans, which made my parents leave the Big Easy and go to the Bayou. Louisiana could never, ever say they have a good educational system except for LSU and LSUA and Tanari. I know you know what LSUA is. You got original LSU out here in Baton Rouge, and then you got LSUA of Alexandria. Man, Justin Pate, I'm sad because this man, I was fool of the state of Louisiana. So I'm up here just reading my senator. I'm just reading my senator. if he see this or not. I'm reading my senator. Hey, Kiara, baby. But my senator need to hear this. My senator need to hear this. I'm tired of Louisiana being made a mockery out of because of these Republicans. Yes, Haitian princess. Yes. I'm tired of this. I am tired of this. The only good thing Louisiana has going good for itself right now, we still the only state with the cheapest cost of living. But everything else is through the roof. And then by Kennedy being in there and him and John Bell Edwards fighting with each other, certain programs are being cut for low income people. Which made me think about what Lady P said a couple months ago. Which was me and Lady P was like, it's time for me and her to actually, like start doing things around town in our state and feeding the homeless, feeding the veterans. It's also time for us out here in the state of Louisiana who actually have an education to actually start educating people. Actually start mentoring these kids who don't have no way out. Because the state of Louisiana is a straight from school to prison pipeline. So if you don't have no type of mind up here, and you don't have somebody who can actually keep your head in the book, you're going straight to jail. And Louisiana is a mass incarceration state. Do your research, people. Do your research. I'm from here. I know what I'm talking about. All right, Tanari B, I got you. I got you. Talk to one of my other moderators like Lady P, JLC 87 Productions, and ask them for my email address, and we can talk. Cause like this is some BS. This is some BS. John Kennedy is making this state look like a complete chew. And I'm speaking French when I say chew. And if y'all don't know what chew is, I'm gonna say the phrase gros monsieur. Nah, take that how you want. Break that phrase down. Gros monsieur. Or gros monsieur. And you're gonna understand what I'm saying. Man, Haitian, as of right now, we have a Democratic governor, and his name is John Bell Edwards. And he took this state from being last, and we somewhere in the middle right now. But all these Republicans, parish for parish, want to take us back to when we was just day country bunking, country bunking. No, man, no. This new generation not having it. And I'd be a water's reservoir before I let my nieces and my nephews grow up in a state that doesn't want to educate them. The state of Louisiana ranked last in education. I'm gonna keep it a buck. We rank last in education, but we just starting to get up there. We just starting to get up there. But when it come down to college, like medical, law, criminal justice, college wise, we one of the top 15 states. I forgot which place we are, but we one of the top 15 states. And this man just proved a point. Thank you, Tanari. Thank you. We the dumbest state, but we the smart. We have the smartest people come out here. That's how hard we study. That's how hard we study. Ooh, girl, girl, ooh, girl. This is I didn't realize this was really bothering me like this here. Man, I'm gonna leave y'all with this here. If you in a Republican state and when it's time to vote, I don't care if you don't know these people. Go to your next door neighbor house. Have you registered to vote yet? No, well, let me take you to vote. And have them register to vote. And when it's time to vote, you use your vehicle. And you carpool. You carpool. And you bring them to vote. You bring them to register to vote. Because all this gerrymandering, redlining, is only a means of silence to keep the African American person from voting. They've been doing it out here in Louisiana. But we were smart enough to actually sit up there and start carpooling with people. You don't have an ID? How much money you got? Well, I got this. How much you got? Let's go get an ID. Let's get this situated. You got a bill? You got an old bill laying around your house? Get that, bring it with me. We going to the DMV. We going to get you an ID. Or we going to renew your driver's license so you can vote. No shade, no tea. Not trying to make myself look good, but yeah, I do that. I do that. Every place I've ever lived in the great state of Louisiana, if it was a black person, Mexican person, Vietnamese, Chinese, let's go. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. It's time for you to actually register to vote. As long as Republicans can actually sit up there and be like, okay, we gonna gerrymander this, we gonna redline this, we gonna take people names off the logs since they don't renew their ID, their driver's license, etc. That never flied with me. That never flied with me. Especially with black people. Us as African Americans, we built this country. Native Americans died. They were damn near wiped out for us to be on this land, for white people to whoop our ancestors' ass, to deprive us of our rights. And you think I'm not gonna sit up there and use my truck and gather people? Y'all got me fucked up. Y'all got me fucked up. Come on, man. Let's go to the DMV. Let's go to the DMV. Let me get you together. That way you can vote. And when they say you want to register to vote, click that little box that say yes and type your information in that's on your bill. So anybody that's in your house over 18, there you go. Y'all all got the same information. Y'all never saw this side of me before. Y'all never saw this side of me before. But the shit that's going on because of Senator Kennedy got my mind blown. No ma'am, no turkey, no ham, say pound. Ooh, ooh. Y'all, I'm trying to calm down right now. Let me see what some of these comments say first. Let me see some of these comments say. Okay, I saw that when Katrina killed my spirit. I was coming back, but my mother was against it. She didn't want me down there. Haitian princess. Y'all need to go out and vote out these Republicans. We had we have the same problem in Ohio with Jim Jordan. Ooh, Jesus. Jim Jordan gets on my nerves with some of the most smartest humans on the planet, doctors, lawyers, scientists. This is always hope. There is always hope if we mobilize like we did for Obama. I'm so happy you're talking about this. Thank you, Haitian Princess Baby. And Tanari, baby, yeah, we really do need to talk. We as a community across the U.S. have to come together and take our place back. Your words matter, Nep. All of my kids were registered to vote at 18. I didn't play that mess. Ooh, Tanari. You just told your age. Ooh, girl. Okay, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Jim Jordan, Lord, Jim Jordan is a whole entire butt kiss. And yes, I use the term butt kiss. Don't hold it against me. But Jim Jordan is a whole entire butt kiss. Jim Jordan can have the evidence in front him and still say the evidence is wrong. And you got it in front of you in black and white. You will go against your constituents to gentrify and say, "Oh, there's nothing wrong. I don't see a problem with homelessness, but you the reason why homelessness is going on. You whole entire butt kiss." Lord Jesus. Eric Hong Kong ain't no better. My man Tanari. Don't bring that name up. Please don't. That you know what, y'all? I'm trying to keep this cute. I'm trying to keep this cute. But if y'all enjoying this conversation, I'm not begging. But if y'all want to donate, hit the Cash App up. The Cash App is $Neptarian Submerge. Y'all hit it up because I think it's high time we've been had this conversation. It's high time we've been had this conversation. But you know who I really want to read for filth? And I'm about to. He's from Kentucky. And he's been the I forgot what they call it. Not the whip. Um Shit. Oop, I just cussed. Well, shoot. He's the head of the Republican Party. Who am I talking about, y'all? He looked like Franklin the Turtle, even though he a white man. I know his name. I just want to see if y'all knew it. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna give y'all a hint. Y'all remember the movie Pan's Labyrinth? And when Pan pulled the grape off the table, and the thing with no eyes got up, and he stood up and had his hand like this here, and the eyeballs is in the hand. Who am I talking about? Oh, thank you, Haitian princess, baby. Thank you for the super chat. Who am I talking about? Yes, Kitty Cadillac. Ooh, ooh, oh, you see Miss Mitchie? Hold up, wait. Let me give McConnell a female name. Miss 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 Michelle Connell. Child, look at the state of Kentucky and look at the area that voted him into the position he in now. That area is poor. When I say poor, that area is poor with 2 pennies with a hole in it in a mint condition nickel that has no business being in circulation, that's been made in Russia and counterfeited. I've never understood how people can vote against their own best interest. The state of Louisiana does that, but they starting to wake up. And I'm gonna keep it a buck here, y'all. I'm gonna keep it a buck. And I'm gonna use myself an example. I have a CNA and an LPN license. So if I was to go work in anybody's hospital, I get good money. But minimum wage out here is still $7.25 an hour. Now let's go over to Kentucky where Machinda McConnell is. Minimum wage is what? Still what? $7.25 an hour. Gotta love them Republican states. Them poor people who vote against their best interests, who actually want to give them insurance, this, that, and the third. Tanaribi, Tanaribi, I would love to leave the state of Louisiana, but I got family out here, and somebody got to be the voice of reason in my family when I'm actually on this political tip and I'm actually talking about, this, that, and the third when it come down to bills, money, and all that. Y'all, okay, 7:15 and 7:25. Why y'all think I said people actually have to work 2 and 3 jobs just to make ends meet? But in certain states, they don't want to raise the minimum wage. I know a couple states recently passed the minimum wage from $7 to like 15 or $13 an hour, or was it $10 an hour? I'm gonna have to go back and do my research. Tanari, Tanari B, I'm not bragging when I say this here, but me and B live comfortably, and when I say comfortably, the rent is a bit excessive. This is a 1 bedroom condo, and we pay 11.50, not $11.50. I'm talking about $1,150 a month plus utilities. And this is a 1 bedroom condo. Just my five. Let me make you laugh, B. Let me make you laugh. I was selling plate lunches. I was selling plate lunches. What they call them people? Not the board of health. It's something else. Anyway, the police and the constable came here and was like, whatever money you got, we need it. I'm like, excuse me? Bitch, I don't keep my money laying around. My money was under my mattress for every plate I sold in them couple months, under my mattress. I'm like, I just started cooking. Yeah, my operation got shut down. Like me selling plates to actually make a sustainable living, even though they make good money. Like that was just like little pocket change for me. I had to shut that down real quick. Like, okay, bitch, okay, y'all got me, but bitch, you not getting that money that's underneath that fucking mattress. Like, this is how fucked up Republican states are. They don't want to give you the resources you need for help. So when you do something like, as you call it, a creative hustle, somebody report you, you are liable to go to jail for that. So long as you don't have your money in a jar, you good to go. I was like, bye sis, get out my house. I was just making food. That's it. They talk about Democrats this, Democrats that, liberals this, liberals that, independents this, independents that. But the Democrats, the liberals, and the independents are the ones who actually trying to help the people who are in poverty, who are in the middle class. They trying to tax the rich. But Republicans don't want to tax the rich because their donations come from the rich. Let's keep it a buck, man. Let's keep it a buck. You can't have a creative hustle these days. They try and tax everything. Tanari, you know how Louisiana is. You know how Louisiana is. You can be the person at the corner house that sells frozen cups and candy, or as they call it, where when I went to Washington D.C., the Virginia area of Washington D.C., they called it dilly cups. They get taxed for that. And if you get caught, oh, babe. A lady first time, because I brought, as they call it, a dilly cup, the best dilly cup I ever had. It had the warheads in there and all that. Give it a couple of months later when we come home, I see something on Facebook. You can't do this, you can't do that. If you get caught, that's $1,000 fine. I'm like, ooh, bitch. All right, Tanari, baby. All right, all right, all right. I got you, boo. I got you, boo. I got you. We gonna have to link up, cause this political tip I'm on right now, it feels like it feels like a rebirth. It feels like something I should have been doing long time ago. And when I say this is something I should have been doing long time ago, and I say it's a rebirth, this actually feels good talking about this. But anyway, Haitian princess. All right. All right, y'all. Before I get off here, I got one more thing I want to talk about. So I'm going to say this again. If y'all loving this conversation, hit my Cash App up, just my 5 cents. Post my Cash App if you don't mind again, darling. That way, if y'all want to donate, I'm not forcing y'all, but if y'all want to donate, donate to it. Any little thing will help. But since we on this political tip, I got one more last thing before one more last thing I'm gonna say before I get off here. let's talk about Byron Allen. Y'all know who Byron Allen is? And this falls under the political scope. And no, don't go run and go Google Byron Allen. If you don't know who he is, just say no. Tanari, babe, you forgot a company, babe. You forgot a company. Byron Allen also got it in for Spectrum, aka Charter Communications, the cable company, the sister company of Comcast. Now, for those of you that don't know, Byron Allen, Comcast, and Charter and Comcast are locking Byron Allen out of buying just one channel, aka one network, which is the Weather Channel. The Weather Channel still is going to be the Weather Channel, but he wanted to turn it into an African American channel that actually represented us. If you guys have cable, y'all, I don't know exactly what they call it in your area. Out here is UPN, and another channel. I'm gonna have to go in the house, but I'm smoking a cigarette. Y'all, excuse me. I don't smoke in my house. No, y'all have UPN, where the Parkers, everybody loves Chris, this, that, and other. Well, that's the only black channel that we have on side of BET. And BET is owned by a white person. UPN is owned by a white person. But Byron Allen wanted to actually get a channel. Yeah, TV1. TV1. Thank you, Just My Five. Thank you, baby. It's TV1. Now, Byron Allen is going to court with Comcast. But what really drove him to go to court was when Charter Communications called him a terrorist. Now, this is the kicks part. Comcast had somebody from the Trump administrations writing, I forgot what they called it, but it's something like a dissertation. I forgot the law term for it, but it's basically a dissertation saying why he isn't eligible for it. And Byron was like, I didn't ask to go to court. This, that, and the umpteenth. So if Byron loses this court case, this is going to set back affirmative action in a part of the civil rights that African Americans have. And the parts of the civil rights that we have is economical inclusion. I'm probably saying it wrong, but it deals with us financially wise. Like when we start our own businesses, this, that, and the other. I think it's high time us as black people leave this mess alone and actually start paying attention to what's going on around us. Now, I don't come to y'all on a tip like this very often, but when I do, you might want to pay attention because it's very informative. Oh, yes, Haitian princess. Yes. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all some homework. I'm gonna give y'all some homework. And just my 5 cents know what I'm talking about. Since we on YouTube right now, get on YouTube, look up The Breakfast Club, Byron Allen, and listen to it for its entirety. Cause Byron is gonna spit some facts, and y'all gonna be like, okay, I see why Nip keep his mouth closed until it come to something serious. I never steer my people down the wrong road. I never steer my people down the wrong road. I'm not no preacher. I'm not no prophet. I'm not none of that. But I just know what I know. So I'm telling y'all, go watch Byron Allen on The Breakfast Club and just listen to it. You will be amazed what you gonna hear in that interview. Now, with that being said, I'm going to get in the shower. I'm going to wash my body. I'm going to brush my teeth. Going to put some Noxzema on his face and get in the bed and play some Sonic the Hedgehog. But y'all do y'all research. Just in case for the people who coming in, y'all go look up The Breakfast Club, Byron Allen, and listen to it for its entirety. Don't skip nothing. Just listen to it. And you'll be like, well, damn. I didn't know all this was going on. And you'll thank me later. Now, without further ado, I bid my good Judies adieu. Chana, chana. Good night, everybody.